What is up, guys? Look at it. It's me, Matt the Riff Master, and I've got a very special guest. As you can see, the almighty Steve Marks from Blackstar. What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
It's so good to have him. We've been to Bloodstock backstage together, had a good time, guitar shows.
We've known each other for a long time now.
You did my 10,000 subscriber giveaway announcement
Yeah.
in a Sylvester Stallone accent.
Hey, yo.
Mate, impressions, we'll get to those at the end. But as you can see, we've got something very special here from the almighty Blackstar, which has been launched. And so Steve popped down to the Chapel of Chug with what you see here. And we did a fairly quick load-in. Now, you may be looking, there's a couple of heads here, a couple of cabinets. A quick load-in. And Steve, why was this load-in so quick? All these bad boys.
So this is the ST.JAMES amps from Blackstar. It's a brand new range of amps that we're coming out with this year. And there's two heads, two cabinets, 2x12 upright cabs, and two combos. There's two flavors. There's a 6L6 modern, EL34 vintage, I guess. So the reason that they're very light is there was a focus to build something that was valve and lightweight, which is something that many guitar players have been asking for years.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
We've all heard it. I love the sound of my valve amp, but damn, it's heavy.
Yes, very true. I got a Series 1 by Blackstar, and that thing takes two people. I'm not that strong. So yeah, what was there? How did they come about this then?
So try and think of this project. I mean, there's about 4 years R&D that went into this.
Right.
Which is how we work at Blackstar. We approach things in a scientific way. It's blue sky thinking. There's no holds barred. We don't have a uniform to wear that people expect.
Yeah.
Still a young brand in the grand scheme of things.
How long is it now?
Almost 15 years, I think.
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So I've been with the company 10, which is crazy.
Wow. This man knows it all. Anything Blackstar, this guy knows it.
But try and think of this project as a little bit like a Formula One car. A lot of the things that you don't need are stripped away, so it's still powerful. Still wins the race, still does what it needs to do, but a lot of the stuff you don't need has been looked at, chipped away at, to remove, essentially. So a big part of this project was actually the speakers. So Celestion have custom built a brand new speaker for us, which is still a ferrite speaker, and it's called a Zephyr, but it's extremely lightweight, which is super cool.
I think that's one of the main things guitar players have wanted, is lightweight when it comes to loading in gear. Yeah.
And it's voiced around a vintage 30, which a lot of people love.
Classic.
So the heads as well, they are a 2-channel head, but we're using something quite unusual. We're using a switch mode power supply.
Right.
So it's not like a normal sort of coiled heavy transformer. Usually in a valve amp, you've got lots of different transformers giving different voltages.
Yep.
A switch mode power supply is a more consistent power supply, and the technology is there now that allows us to use a switch mode power supply to draw all the current and all the voltages. I mean all the voltages needed to run a valve amp correctly. So we've got some unique stuff going on inside this amp, as always with Blackstar. And the one great thing as well about a switch mode power supply is that no matter where you are in the world, with different voltages, different power, you can use this head anywhere. Wow.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
I'm learning all this today. And and it's quite fascinating. I always love hearing about new Blackstar from Steve. He just knows it all. And these things are insanely lightweight.
Yeah.
Like insane. He pulled them out of the car, lifted the cabinet with one hand. And
well, I mean, let's stick it in now. We'll both bench press them.
Let's do it. Oh my god. I mean.
Sorry, let's rephrase that. Let's stick it in now, and we'll both do an arm curl with them. Yeah.
I think everyone's just focused on the let's stick it in now. Yeah, I mean they are insanely lightweight, and I think as a musician, if you're traveling around, that's what you need. Yeah,
I mean there's a lot of product out there that's come out over recent years that has basically focused on the lightweight thing.
Yeah.
You know, lightweight digital amps that look like valve amps, lightweight bass amps, all that kind of stuff from iconic companies. But nobody's ever really attempted valve and lightweight. So we're the first It really is super light.
Mm.
There's a combo just outside a shot, and if you want me to, I can show you lifting up a 50-watt combo with one finger.
Let's do it, Steve. Flex for us, bro. Wow. Wow, such a strong boy. That's it. That's insane.
Crazy, right?
It's, you know what? It's, well, I don't have a band. I don't do a lot of touring, but you do.
Yeah.
You do a lot of touring, and
Yeah.
I mean, for yourself,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Lightweight is important.
yeah.
Also durability. These are made from a candlenut pine, which is durable. It's good quality wood, but it's lightweight.
Yeah.
So you could literally drop this cab, and it's gonna damage maybe if you drop it down some stairs, but it's still gonna be together.
Wow.
You know?
Durable, lightweight, and I mean, in pure Blackstar fashion, it's gonna sound good.
Yeah.
So, so Steve, let's take a little look down the front panel.
Sure.
Tell
So
us about it.
one thing you will notice on this amp, for any Blackstar fans out there, there's no ISF.
Oh. Okay. Why?
You should add a reverb to the. Oh.
Yeah, I was going.
So
Because ISF is like.
ISF's a big part of Blackstar, infinite shape feature, but you know, we're moving forward. These amps are very traditional to look at on the front panel, so we'll break it down.
It lights up. It lights up. Can we just point that out? It lights up.
Yeah. So I mean, desirability is really important for a lot of guitar players, and to look at a product that you're buying that looks like this, hopefully, is a tick.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
So breaking down the front panel, everything that we design at Blackstar is referenced against amazing, legendary amps. We don't tweak, we don't copy designs, we design from the ground up, but the designers at Blackstar aren't allowed to make anything without using AB boxes.
Right.
And we've got an array of amps at Blackstar, some of the market leaders, boutique, hand-wired stuff, just amazing stuff. And what I will say is channel 1 of both of these amps is very, very clean. So they're both great for a pedal platform.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a listen to the Department 10 dual drive through the clean channel on here, just to demonstrate that shortly. But the clean channel is based around a 70s F-style blackface twin.
Aha.
So
Right.
very American, West Coast, say no more.
Yep.
Tons of headroom, great
Mhm.
for pedals.
Yep.
The EQ will react in that way. So if you're used to the EQ of those styles of amps, you'll be very familiar with the bass and the middle and the treble of these amps.
Aha.
Channel 1 is virtually identical, although this is EL34 in the power amp, and this is 6L6 in the power amp. 12AX7s in the pre, or ECC83s as we call them in this part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
On channel 2 of the EL34, we jump to a different EQ.
Oh. No, I'm in a great time. Right.
So these products have dual pot EQ. So when you jump channel via a foot switch, which is included, or you can use an external foot switch if you wish, the EQ reacts differently. It changes its values, which is really cool in itself, because if you know the amps that we're referencing here, you'll be really into this. So obviously we talk about referencing amps, but the beauty about Blackstar is in the refinement of those tones that we feel as designers, as players, is the sweet spot.
Okay.
Channel 2 is a more overdriven sound, but by no means is it high gain. It's based around a classic British 60s top boost, we'll say no more.
Mm-hmm.
So the EQ actually changes in the sense that if you put your middle control at noon, it leaves the circuit. It's not included. It's just a really responsive bass and treble circuit, like an old top boost AC design. What we do have with the mid, however, is a cut and a boost, which is a switch on those classic 60s amps. So if you're into that tone, you're going to get it from that second channel. And then we've also got a 10 dB clean preamp boost. So it's kind of like an old school 60s British amp with a really nice overdrive in the front end. This channel, which is the baby that I think you're going to dig. Clean channel we've already talked about. Great pedal platform, loads of headroom, great EQ based on that West Coast feel. Channel 2 is based all around Blackstar's classic cascading high gain. but there's a bit of extra fire in here.
Oh, extra fire. Give me extra fire.
Bit of extra fuel.
Right.
So the boost on here just takes this to a level that is amazing for metal, high gain, down tuning, all that cool stuff. Being a 6L6, you're going to dig this if you're into high gain.
6L6 is rock. I think that's probably my favourite. It's in the Series 1, 6L6, and so I'm jonesing to get plugged into this thing and hear it.
So the EQ on channel 1, again, very much based around the American clean. Channel 2, it's very much based around an 80s, 90s British hard rock tone. Say no more.
Yeah, see. They know.
Yeah, so very unique. So that's the traditional look of this amp. We've also got power reduction. These go from 50 watts at full headroom down to 2.
Wow. Now, I know from my experience with the power reduction is that it's good.
Yeah.
Like, really good. You think that going down to a lot, especially with valve,
Yeah.
low bottom valve, it typically you think it's going to sound a bit farty. However, my experience with it from going 100 watt to 10 watt still sounds good.
So, Matt, you'll be aware of the Series 1. You've owned one for a long time.
Yep.
Our technical director, Bruce Keir, had a patented feature called DPR, Dynamic Power Reduction, which was a variable voltage to your power amp transformer. So it retained all of the preamp and the power amp, but really honed in on lowering the output. So it felt like a loud amp, but at low volume.
Yeah.
This is just switchable. The same thing is happening. Lots of stuff is going on inside the amp to reduce the voltage, but really using the power amp and the preamp still.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you take it down to 2 watts. Now there's a middle position called sag.
Do tell.
Okay, sag. All right, so the sag position is all about adding natural compression and inconsistency in a voltage transformer of a classic valve amp. So the switch mode power supply on here is very consistent. It's really, really great. You don't get any fluctuations. You'll know yourselves, if you're valve players, that when you dig in on a massive chord that's overdriven or distorted, there'll be different dynamics happening if you're using a clean channel playing picking styles on a clean tone.
Yep.
There's different transients. With the switch mode power supply, it's all consistent.
Wow.
The sag adds in that inconsistency. So the elasticity of a classic transformer is there if you need it. There's a little bit less headroom. It's still 50 watts, but it adds in that natural feel of compression. Really cool.
Okay, so you mentioned we got the 2 heads, the kind of high gain, more kind of classic-y kind.
Yeah.
Then the combo, does the combo come in a high gain version as well?
It does.
Cool.
So we've only got the EL34 that you saw me lift with one finger.
One finger.
But we have that in black as well, in the black Tolex with the beautiful sort of white blonde fret, which really sets it off nicely. Obviously, the logo illuminates there as well when you plug it in. And it's a 50-watt combo with exactly the same layout.
So whether you're a combo person or a head and a cab person, I mean, for me, all my Blackstars, you know, it's just all black. But I think for me, I'm really digging the black with this kind of, it's just good, and the light, it lights up. Did I mention it lights up?
So a little bit about the name, St. James. St. James is actually an area of Northampton where Blackstar are based. It's where we design everything that you see from Blackstar around the world. And there's a monastery there, so it's quite a unique connection to Northampton, our home. But also it's a little bit of a hat tip to a gentleman by the name of James.
James. Tell us about James.
Some people might call him Jim.
Tell us about Jim.
Started an amp company in the UK many years ago.
Enough said. So, as you've probably heard, I know you're enjoying and your attention is fully on these because look at that, they light up. And our beautiful faces too. I feel like this is an honour for everyone watching right now to get so much beard in one video. You know, here we go. So, Steve, there's a lot going on. Is there anything else you wish to tell us about these absolute beauties?
Indeed. The story doesn't stop there.
Oh, there's more. Let's go. Popcorn, beers.
These days, for the way guitar players play, can often be loads of different scenarios, right? So orchestra pit, silent practice, home recording, live, in-ears, all sorts of different situations. And over the past decade, you've seen products come out from the likes of Universal Audio, Boss, Two Notes, load boxes, reactive loads. You know, something like an Ox will cost you £1,000, thereabouts. There's one built in.
Oh, I feel like we need some dramatic music there. Yes. Built in. Okay. So, tell us. Give us.
All right. So, we've developed a software package called Cabrig, which allows you to design your direct tone with complete accuracy. These bad boys all have a number of outputs. So you have stereo jack output that can double as headphones. It's a stereo output, so it can go to a DI box ×2 with a splitter cable. You can go into 2 channels. There's XLR, balanced mono, and USB as well.
Wow. So
you can record with this without a load, and you get a load box built in, which gives you the most realistic sound of an amp direct. When you plug it into your Mac or your PC, open up the program, Cabrig, you can choose from around about 25 different cabinets, 6 different mics, 2 dynamics, 2 ribbons, 2 condensers. You can move the mic on or off axis on the speaker. You can change the room ambience, whether you're in a small studio room or a large arena. So if you're on in-ears or an orchestra pit or you're recording, you can create your ambient space. This is getting back to the serious business of proper amps. They ain't cheap, but the feature set is killer, and the fact that they're light as hell.
So guys, there you have. It's a bit of a funny outro. We didn't actually film an outro. We were too busy having fun. But there you go, the brand new St. James amp series by the almighty Blackstar Amps. I was very excited about this, and now after playing and hearing and learning about this new product, it really is the future of guitar amplification. I'm getting one. They're available now. Go check them out. If you can go to a local Blackstar dealer, go try them, because there is some seriously good stuff with these amps. Huge shout out and thank you to Blackstar and to Steve from Blackstar for giving me this chance to film this content with these amazing amps. And guys, let me know what you think about it down below. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. As always, rock out. Be awesome. Love Blackstar. Check them out today, and I'll see you soon. See ya!